All right, guys, we got a 240SX here. Guy rescued them. They're covered in filth, muck, everything gross. So basically today's goal is just to knock down as much of it as we can. He's going to start working on it, trying to get it back on the road. We're not doing a full, just absolutely clean detail like we would if it was a normal car, like a daily driver or something like that. It's just an abandoned car basically that we're trying to just clean up. That way we can get a little bit easier to work on, not having so much crud and filth and everything. And to see the condition of the interior, see if it's worth, if we're gonna have to replace it, see if we're gonna have to completely just clean it and see what our options are. So stay tuned, let's see what happens. Well, that wraps it up, guys. We didn't get as far as we'd like to. We really wanted to get the interior done, see if the carpet was salvageable. It was a beautiful 100 degrees outside in crisp Arkansas weather with like 70% humidity. We were both done. It was hot, it was miserable, ended up taking way more time than we expected. The exterior turned out really good. The paint's got some blemishes, of course, some dents, stings, that kind of stuff, and some spots where the paint had just wore through completely. So it turned out better than we expected. The paint definitely is going to have a respray, but it looks a lot better sitting in his yard that close to the highway, so the neighbors shouldn't complain about an abandoned car at least, and gives you motivation when the project's all nice and cleaned up. As far as the interior, by the time we got to the interior, we were just done. Like I said, it was super hot, so we kind of just focused on the things that were most important, that he was most worried about. The carpet is a long stretch. It's absolutely disgusting. There's leaves just piled up underneath the seat that have collected moisture over the time. We didn't really want to pull the seats out and start pulling the interior apart just yet, because that's what's going to happen to get the carpet out. It's going to have to just come out of the vehicle. It'll be a good time to assess rust on the floor, that kind of stuff. The car seems pretty rust free, but we know that that's going to be a big task. And at that point, that late in the day, we were just finished. Wasn't a task we felt like starting, because we knew once we started it, it was just going to lead down a path to, well, while we're here, and this is going to turn into an all-day adventure that just really wasn't ready for. So we focused on key points on the interior. That door panel you saw that was growing moss or mold or whatever that was on there, that was a main focus, just to see if that door panel was even going to be close to salvageable. It's not perfect by any means. Yeah, you could probably spend some more time on it and get it perfect, but mainly we were just focused on getting the ick out of the interior. That way, when we are in there working on it, it's not going to be as bad. The dash, we were curious about to see how cracked it was. If you know the 240 SXs, you know the dashes are pretty prone to cracking. So we really were focused on that to see how bad the crack was. It didn't look like any major cracks, but under dust and dirt for however long that thing's been sitting, who knows. But luckily only one crack. I'm running from about the instrument cluster to the dash. It's a pretty large, long crack, but not anything crazy. So we were glad to see that. It probably could be repaired later on once he gets it running and everything like that. Seats turned out really well. There is some blemishes just from age and fatigue and stuff like that, but at least got the gross funk out of the seats. It turned out really well. We were pretty impressed with the end results. So overall, we would like to have done the carpet in the back seat and the back hatch and engine bay and stuff like that, but it's with something this large, it just turns into more, what can we get done to make it better, and what is the point of return? So the carpet's kind of one of those that, yeah, we could spend 6-7 hours on, pulling the seats, pulling the carpet, pressure washing the carpet, demolding it, and then using the extractor on it. But at what point do you call it quits? You put that much time and effort into something that could easily be replaced, and sometimes it's just better to replace it. So we don't know that yet, but judging by the leaf and debris and everything that's crammed under the seats, it's just collected moisture all this time. Probably what's going to end up happening. So we decided not to focus our attention on that, mainly because the vehicle still doesn't run. So really just wanted to see the big points, the seats, the door panels, the dash. Are those salvageable? Can we reuse them? And they turned out great. We were really impressed with it. Like I said, so we would have liked to get to the carpet and the rest of the interior, but it's just not going to happen at this time. His main focus now is going to be get it running, get motivation, because the car looks 1,000 times better than it did when I showed up. Same with the seats. He can set in it. He can do things in the interior without being setting in that just grossness. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tried to make it short. I know a lot of people like detailing videos, but sometimes they can get a little too long. So hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, make the algorithm happy. Hopefully going to post more videos like this. I don't know. I just do this as a side thing. I'm not trying to get famous or become the next viral hit. It's just I enjoy making videos. I enjoy editing. And I figure maybe at least 5 people out there will enjoy them and not feel like it's a waste of time. So if you feel like it was a waste of time, hopefully you can get your time back some other way. If not, thanks, guys.